What's the deal, man? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again with another video, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody rocking with the boy. Please keep showing support, all right? Now, today's video is going to be about Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon. Just found out about the news about this story. So I was wondering why they do my boy Brock like that. Yo, Brock Lesnar, I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. So, Vince McMahon had the female on his team that would do sexual favors for people. Let me tell y'all something. Back in the day, a lot of men had women on their team that were just girls who would do anything for their man, and they were silly and willy-nilly. They put a new term on that. They call it traffic. You know what I'm saying? The women, this is what it's like. So imagine you got a lawyer, right? And he's out here like, hey, have you been doing this? Have you been doing that? Did you ever give out favors for somebody and you didn't know? Well, we could have got a lawsuit for that. So the girl's like, she probably watched TV at home, bro, and was like, oh, I can make some money. No, what I'm saying is these men are not beating these girls up or forcing them or putting guns to them. The women be agreeing to it. They be agreeing to it. And they have, I'm telling you fellas, I read this stuff. There's so many different ways that the man is the bad guy. Cause he kind of is. As a man, I've learned this. There is a certain level of female ignorance that's there. Women have this gene in their brain that a man can exploit. And he's smart. A lot of men exploit this. Once I learned that you can exploit this in most women, that's why a lot of girls got their guard up, because a lot of dudes exploited that gene in them, that ignorance in them. So now they're terrified. They're like, I was doing everything for that man. What was wrong? A lot of men who are manipulators do that. They do it by emotional, and it kind of is abusive, because if a man knows what he's doing, a lot of men don't even know they're taking advantage of it. But if a man knows I'm using this by using emotions and all types of stuff, I'm using it to manipulate, to control. Now, what Vince McMahon was doing, he had a little smash. It's like, I'm going to give you a story from back in the hood. Homie back in the day had a young girl. He was like 23, she was like 20. Anything he asked her, she would do. And he'd be like, hey, do such and such for my man. She'd be like, okay, I'll do that for him. And she'll go in the room, do whatever. She'll go in the room with his man's and make it happen. All because he asked. She'll come out, you want something to eat? Like, that, in that situation right there could be considered traffic. You hear how I told that story? You get you a female, and he's fully taking advantage of her ignorance gene in her brain. And she does everything for him, including favors for his homies. And she's willingly doing it. That man didn't beat this girl up. I'm telling you, I was there. Had a homie. He would literally, hey, baby, go do that for my mans real quick. He said, what, baby, what? I'm giving the edited story of it. She said, what? Go do that for my mans. She's like, okay, I'll do it. I'll be back, guys. Hey, I ain't gonna say I did or I didn't partake in it. All right, but anyways, if that female wants to lock my homie up, she can. Now, am I saying Vince am I saying it doesn't get to the point where these men get violent with these women and yell and abusive and stuff like that? I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But what I am saying is Vince done had his woman locked away in a cage, chained up. Like, there's a movie I watched called Red Sky. It's on Netflix. This is traffic. The girls will be in a situation where they need financial assistance. The pimp will come in and give her financial assistance. Once he gives her financial assistance, she has to come work for him, and she's stuck there. And then they have to sleep there till they pay off the debt. They can't pay off the debt, they're going to take their family out. That's traffic. That's a situation somebody needs to go get put away for. When I read what was going on with Vince and them, because the female does have the right to say no, but I'm pretty sure this is what happened. This is where the traffic came at for Vince. If the girl would ever say no, he was like, well, you're not going to keep your job. This is where the abuse come at. You're not going to keep your job. You're going to do this. You can't do that. And I'm pretty sure, seeing how Vince is, he probably yelled at her and he probably put fear in her. So I'm not saying Vince is innocent. All I'm trying to give y'all is both sides of the story and both sides of the spectrum and what really be going on with these females. These women are not getting held at gunpoint to where they, like with Cassie's situation with Diddy. Diddy was not holding her at gunpoint. She knew if I was around him, I need to be access to money. I'm going to get this. I need to say yes to everything he asked me. Now, did he probably take it too far? He probably did. So I'm not saying the men are not at fault. They are. Y'all men, y'all know y'all wrong, because any true man knows when he's exploiting a woman's female hasn't. And if you ever come across a girl who's just like, I remember one time I came across one, I feel like I struck gold, man. This girl was just so, okay, I'll do it. Okay, anything for you, okay. Just anything I asked. I felt, I never would exploit it, but I left the girl alone because I'm like, she's just, nah. I mean, it's good to have one, but I already know I'm going to eventually I just not good respect. It's going to get old. Anyways, she's probably with another dude now married, and hopefully he's going to appreciate that type of stuff. But Vince was taking full advantage of this girl's gene in her brain. He probably was, and this is what happened. So the entire story is this young female she would take pictures for guys, she'd get nude for guys, she would sleep with wrestlers, she would get passed around, and she'd do sexual favors. She was basically Vince's little doll. And men in power, think about it. You remember those guys who were recruiting for Kentucky, I think? They would get young high school scouts and take them to brothels. So a lot of men know, hey, if I want to get my way, is the best way to entice somebody to agree is to get them agree with sexual favors. So Vince had Little John on the side he fully exploited. Every female got it. Not one female cannot. Some women just know how to block it. And if you a man, you know how to attack this, you are doing something very evil if you exploit the female dumbness. So Vince had him a girl who he fully exploited her dumbness, and he used her to do favors. And at the end of the day, we can't keep using female stupidity as a reason to why they should get, well, she's a girl, she's dumb, so we can't keep using that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times I be seeing it like, why did y'all just say no? All these stories I be reading, there's never a story where the dude came in, clothesline, stone cold stunner, undressed her, took advantage. None of those stories. Name one story that popped up in the past 10 years where a man came through, clothesline, stone cold stunner, undressed her, took advantage. None of those stories happen. It's always, oh, I was there and I was coerced into doing that and I was forced, or oh, I was drunk and drugged or something like that. And then some of the stories don't even be I was drugged and blacked out. It was just I got drunk and now I'm a little more willing to do everything. So if you're a man and you give a woman alcohol, so say you chilling with a girl, right? And you already know in your mind, let me get the mood right. Let me get some drinks. Yo, fellas, that's traffic. Next time you bring a woman to your house and you give her a drink, that's traffic. That can be used as traffic. A lawyer can use that. I don't know. I'm like, man, I got 512 gigabytes. Anyways, they said my phone on, so, but anyway, but fellas, be careful. Because a female could say, well, he gave me an alcoholic drink. She takes one sip, she's now poisoned. I'm being real, fellas. You better get that girl some water. She come in the house. And if a woman come to your house, let her pour her own drink. Matter of fact, don't even drink. Let her buy, if she pour her own drink, but you bought it, traffic, fellas. That could be used as traffic. I know I'm kind of reaching, but it could be used as traffic. So what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of these stories that we hear about these celebrities, the females all have the right to say no. Let's not throw that out there. They have a right to say no and walk away, but they use so many different avenues for a man, and then there's female sympathy. So the lawyer will use so many different avenues to take the man down, and they will do that. They're going to find multiple different ways to take that man down. Multiple different ways. And that's what's going on with Vince and Brock. Vince had him a little shawty on his team. He had for a while. She been rocking with him. He be tossing the bread. And they never mentioned the bread. How many houses did Diddy pay for Cassie? Was Cassie completely broke? Diddy probably gave her millions. She wanted more. Who's to say Vince ain't taking care of the girl? So now she taken care of, doing all these favors with these different guys. And, you know, she pretty much was a prostitute for real. Pretty much. That's why when they get arrest a pimp, they put the traffic on them. It sounds bad, but the true traffic is where they hold them hostage and putting weapons to them, and they'll kill them if they don't perform the favors. But Vince, I didn't read too much into the case, so if you're somebody in the comment section, you say, Dwayne, you're wrong, please let me know. I read all the comments, let me know. But they did my boy Brock bad too, because Brock probably got some neck from the girl. But he was mentioning to the book, and they said he was the one who fitted a UFC wrestler, and they dropped Brock Lesnar's name down. But see, they pick and choose who they want to take down. They taking down Vince because it's his time. Let me tell y'all something in Hollywood. You got a certain amount of time to reign. A crash is destined to happen for every entertainer, especially a lot of the big guys. A crash is going to happen. It's crazy nobody's talking about this story like they did, Bill Cosby, everybody else. But see what happened with the guys who look like this right here? With the guys like that, they get it to where they don't get bothered as much. Now, this Vince McMahon story ain't around. Brother story, it's not around. But what I'm getting at is that everybody's going to have a certain amount of time where they got to reign. They're going to have a time where they can be over stuff, and then it's going to eventually end. It's going to end. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be lucrative for them anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be good for them anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to end. Everybody. Because you make a deal with the devil, what do you think's going to happen? Y'all think it's going to be a happy ending? He's grimy. He's grimy. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get done grimy. You're going to get done dirty. So that's what's going on with Vince, man. But like I said, I had to break that story down to y'all. They'll put that traffic on there because they got so many fellas. It's best to just not even do nothing. It's best to just not even do, because if a female really, that's why I don't really would deal with a woman who got that genie in the where I want to ruin you. Piss a woman off the wrong way. Fellas, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. That is real. They will ruin your life about some feelings. I've been there. I'm like, yo, I got to lose my job because your feelings hurt. Over some feelings, fellas. That's all a woman cares about is her feelings, number one. No woman nobody know I'm lying. It's feelings. You will lose your job over some feelings. Play if you want to. That's why if I'm talking to a woman, I know I'm about to say some rude stuff. Like, let me know how you say that, because I say that, she might go to my job tomorrow and make a claim. Oh, I was this and that with him. All it takes is the fellas, and they got text messages, phone calls. Man, fellas, she recording your calls right now. What? I remember one time I'm like, why is a woman? Yeah, I don't screenshot messages. Girls will screenshot messages for whatever reason. They, in their mind, all women do this, fellas. They will have it. I'm gotta get this man. I gotta one up him some way. I don't screenshot messages. I don't record phone calls. I guarantee you multiple women got recorded phone calls of me and screenshots from me. Multiple women. Even if it's just the most simplest, easiest thing, they got ways, something they can manipulate. Guarantee you. And I guarantee you they have it on you as well. So, because Vince got caught up with some text messages. He got some text messages. And I'm pretty sure Vince is a hothead. So this is how they'll do it. So say you and a woman arguing, right? And she will say something to you. And they'll make you mad. As soon as a man, girl, if you don't shut, and fussing, abuse. That's why, fellas, when you around a woman, don't get mad, because they're going to use that against you, even though she did everything in her power to make you angry. Now, knowing Vince McMahon, she probably said no one time and he raised his voice. Now, that's wrong. She'd be like, nah, I don't want to sleep with Carlito, or I don't want to sleep with Goldust. You're going to go in that bathroom, you're going to go sleep with Goldust. That's my Vince McMahon impression. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna go sleep with whoever I tell you to. You hear me? So that's wrong. So he probably did do stuff like that. Probably had her in fear, paying her off. But I'm telling you, Vince found him a little shawty that'll do anything for him. His little kink kunkno. She probably prostitute, sleep with any man, and now she want to check. And fellas, whenever you in a position like, man, I'm over here like, damn, man. Like, females will. Once a lawyer broke it down to me. He said, look, if a woman come to your house and you pour her a drink and you pour her another drink, and as you pouring them drinks, she could hit you with, he took it. He took advantage of me. I was under the influence. Now, she drinks her own drinks. He said it's best. He told me this. He said it's best not to have any relationships with a woman while she's intoxicated. Because if she wakes up that next day, and even though it's quote unquote consensual, he said if you don't have text messages of it being consensual, she can then get you for taking advantage of. So she can go there, so say you mess around with a girl, she got drunk at your crib. Next morning, she like, well, I didn't want to do that, whatever, or she waking next, maybe she just want to take you out. She can go there, get a kit done, show that she went to your house, show her blood levels had alcohol in it. Everything is gonna show that you a bad guy. Tell you, man, y'all better be careful, fellas. Y'all better be careful. But this story of Vince and Brock, I'm gonna have to do another breakdown on Vince and Brock. Somebody asked me to do it. It's kind of hard doing one on Vince because he don't really have too much information on him. But that's all I gotta say on this topic, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out.